It's Friday. It's 10 p.m. and you're tuned into the Blog Talk Radio Network. Step into the unknown as you join Jason, Kelly, and Dan, live from the United Kingdom, only on White Noise Paranormal Radio.
Magical thinking, is a slippery slope. Sometimes it's harmless enough, but other times it's quite dangerous. Personally, I'm opposed to that kind of fakery, so I have no reservations at all about exposing these people and their illusions for what they really are. I want to be, if I can, as sure of the world, the real world around me, as is possible.
Ghost is supposed to haunt this drive over to been walking where he actually died himself. Now, interestingly, this is a legend, it's a story in the book, but it was seen 3 weeks ago by Charlie, and he saw a black figure which he perceives as this monk coming out just near the building, across the driveway and passing off and vanishing into the fields.
The Titanic was the ship of dreams, but this ship, the Queen Mary, this is the ship of ghosts. We're talking of a ship that has contained memories of so many people for nearly 70 years, contained within its metal cladding. We're talking of a ship that probably has more ghosts on it than any other ship in the world, and we're talking of the 6th most haunted property in the whole of the United States.
Location here that is only 70 years old, when you compare that to previous most haunted locations, is quite a modern location. In addition to that, there have been a lot of traumatic events associated with the Queen Mary, and maybe a lot of the paranormal activity is associated with people that have died under traumatic circumstances.
Do the dark, that's my secret.
Right, okay. Well, that's not good to us, is it?
It fascinates me, and I love this. I love it now that it's starting to pick up. I'm aware of the darkness closing in and this mist taking place that really does add to this haunted feel, which is wonderful around here, because I'm already aware of a few things that I want to start picking up on.
Right, well, come on then.
I want to say I'm aware of this presence of a young girl walking up and down somewhere here at the moment behind us. I get the name of Catherine connected with these woods somewhere. But it's this haunting feeling I get from this very much of as though whatever happened to her has kept her here.
Mia is accompanied by our very own paranormal investigator, Mark Webb.
People do believe that when a spirit is present, you will get a drop in temperature. I've had these on numerous occasions in numerous locations. There's no real scientific explanation as to why this occurs.
Mark and Chris arrive to tour the house. Bob shows them what's been going on downstairs.
That light switch, for about 8-9 months, it just kept blowing.
Worth sticking some EMF meters in there, see what we get.
The EMF meter will tell Mark whether the problem with the switch is electrical or paranormal.
You're asking them to stand back. It's obviously the males are not wanting the males to be in here. No, go.
Okay, no worries.
Go. I've got to get out of here, get some breath.
On this very spot that on at least 2 occasions that I know of, police officers claimed that somewhere this phantom, this apparition has just stepped out of nowhere in front of the car, hurtled over the top of the car as if it'd been knocked, and yet when the police officers get out, there's nothing to be seen. This has to go down as one of the eeriest and the most spooky stories in this borough. It was one of the first ones I ever covered in my column. To this day, it still sends the hairs on the back of my neck standing up whenever I talk about it.
Kind of incident could be of paramount importance to the British Ministry of Defence, that 40 years after it occurred, someone is still keeping watch on the people who are involved in the case, to the extent that they're being told not to talk to civilian UFO researchers. And the fact that we arranged the interview by telephone, then that sort of brings up all sort of other scenarios about telephone monitoring operations to keep this story under wraps.
This is Vincent Price. Can you dig it?